Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with another drawing video. Today's video we're going to be drawing Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. I'm pretty sure everybody know who Cloud is. So yeah, we're going to be drawing this picture of Cloud. This video was requested by Interpretation. Thank you so much for the request. And yeah, not much more else to say. So let's get our pencils ready. Oh, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That really helps. But okay, now there's really nothing else to say. So let's get our pencils ready and let's jump into this one. Alright guys, so to start off drawing Cloud here, what we are going to do is draw a nice, decent sized circle. This is going to be like the start of his head. So just get a big circle down your paper like that. And then we could kind of go into like the crosshairs. So there'd be a crosshair going down, something like this. And then from the bottom it'll kind of go up. And then over into like the head shape here. This one will curve up and go around like this. And then his eye line will be about here, and he's kind of looking like this way. So it's pretty much good for the head. So now we got the head down, we can kind of gesture in the neck, which is just kind of like this little tube that goes down his head there. He's going to have a little scarf or turtleneck thing right there. Then he's going to have his shoulder pad about here. And then his body is just going to go, or like his chest is going to go out here and kind of down. It'll be kind of like a center line, and it'll go out here and then down like that. Kind of curve over there. He's going to have an arm about here. And we'll see a little bit of his shoulder right about there. And that's pretty much it for the gesture that we need. So we can kind of just jump into detail here. So Cloud's face is a little tricky. And I'm drawing this in kind of like a Nomura's like art style. I'm going to make this line a little bit straighter. So we're looking at kind of like pretty much the side of his face. So we're going to see very little of like this side. So to draw that in, what we're going to do is I actually like to start off with the nose. But before you do the nose, you can kind of gesture in the eye. It'd be somewhere about here. And then his other eye would be like kind of right on the edge there, like that. But since we got those in, we could start the nose right about here. And to do that, what we're going to do, start a line that curves down like this. So it goes in. And then it's going to curve over and then out like this. Go down a little bit and then inwards. So this is going to be his nose. And then once we got his nose down, it'll go straight into his lips. So we're going to draw a curved line going down and then curving in like this for his lip. And now here what we're going to do is draw a line butting out again, kind of going down. And this is where his bottom lip's going to be. But from there we're going to go straight into the jaw, or his chin, and then into the jaw. So the chin will just go down, kind of curve over, like that. And like Nomura's art style, it's very like linear, so you kind of want to use like kind of sharp lines, and then just gonna go over and then just kind of curve up from here like that. And then I'm gonna just kind of gesture this in as well. You can make this line go straight up because this is where the ear is gonna start, and the ear will be on like kind of like the same line as the eye, so the ear will be right about there. So now that we got that down, what we can do is kind of finish off the head shape. So it's going to look really weird right now. So it's going to go up, kind of curve around, and then be something like this as it goes into like the neck here. Like that. So we got like kind of the head shape, and it's kind of like directly like on a side view, so it looks a little weird, but we're gonna fix that in a minute. So now that we got this down, I'm gonna draw in his eye. So we're gonna zoom in here, and his eye is honestly not too bad. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start here, and luckily we only have to draw one of them in this angle. so you have to worry about making them similar. So we're going to start right about here, so this is a good spot for the eye, and we're just going to draw a curved line curving up, and it's going to go down into like this kind of triangle type shape, or like point, and it's going to go over and then across like that. And now here what you're going to do is get a curved line right here. That's going to be just a little bit before this line and this line ends. So you're going to get a nice little curved line. And then here you're going to get another curved line going up. So you kind of get like an oval. And then you get a little half circle there for a light reflection. And then you get an oval right here for the pupil. And you want to keep the pupil very close to like this edge. And then you're just going to get a line or a circle that goes around the pupil like that. Very simple. And now what we're going to do here is we're actually going to kind of smooth this out a little bit. And what you want to do is make this pretty thick, this kind of like upper line. So to do that, what we're going to do is draw a little curved line like this, going up. And then going up, you get another little curved line for like eyelashes. And it's going to go over, down. You kind of get like a little triangle right here. And then what you can do is just shade all this in black. Like so. Nothing too crazy. And now what we could do is draw in kind of like his upper eyelid. So draw that in very simple. It is just a curved line that curves up like this, and then a line that goes across like that. And then we can draw in his eyebrow, which will start about here, and it's basically just this little kind of big curved line like this. It's going to straighten out here, kind of curve down, and be very close to like that line. So you get kind of like a tadpole looking thing. Like that. And now we could jump into his nose and mouth. So his nose is actually pretty easy. We're going to start right about here, and you basically just draw like a comma. So there's like a line with like a little circle on the bottom of it. So you draw that. And then for his mouth, it's a little tricky because it kind of follows like this part. But what you want to do is draw a line going straight across and then just angle it down like that. Go out a little bit, so curve the line down a little bit, and then go over and then curve it in like that. So for his mouth. Let me zoom out here a little bit. And now let's actually draw on his ear. So his ear is going to be right about here. You don't see a lot of it because it's going to be covered by a lot of hair. But we're just going to get like the general shape. So we'll start about here and just draw a curved line that curves down, kind of up, and then over, and then across like this. And then here we're going to get a little curved line that curves down. And it's going to kind of hug the edge of the ear here like this. And then you'll get kind of like this big curved line like that. And you get another curved line right here like that for the ear. And then you're going to get a little circle right there because Cloud's wearing like a little earring. Like that. And then to kind of finish off his face, we will see his other eye just a little bit. But for the sake of simplicity, what I just did was I just kind of extended this line out and just kind of do a little bit of a bump out and then go in like that. And then just shade all this in black. It's not going to be too big of a deal because you'll see when we add in the hair kind of covers this part so you barely even see it anyway. So just cover that all in black. Again, it gives it a little bit more depth and doesn't make it look so like a complete profile. So that's helpful. So okay, now we'll jump into his hair. And his hair is honestly not too bad. So you could break his hair into like kind of 3 kind of parts. So there's like the front bangs here. So we're going to get like a bang that's going to be like here. Like that. And then one that's going to curve up and kind of go over around there like that. And then you're going to get some that go out here like this. And then for his head, it'll start about here and kind of go off into this like this shape, kind of go off into like a triangle here and then go in like that. And then if we zoom out just a little bit, The rest of his hair will kind of like spike out here and kind of go off in this direction, and then eventually it'll just kind of like spike down there like that. So now that we got basically the gesture done, I'll zoom in a little bit and we could just draw it in. And basically what you want to do, you don't have to be super exact with this, but you want to kind of keep these like kind of big spike shapes. So to do that, we're going to start right about here and just draw a nice little curve line, and you kind of want it intersecting with the eye a little bit. It kind of gives it a little bit more depth. So I'm going to go down here, kind of break this off into a spike, have this line go down and then up, start about here and just kind of go up, and then over and in. I'm going to extend this line out a little bit more. And that's basically what you want to do. So you want, like, we have that big like spike shape, and you just kind of want to break it down into like a few other spikes, but following that same kind of big direction. So I'll show another example over here. So like we have this shape going here, and all you want to do is I'll start right about here, kind of follow the shape, kind of go in. I'm going to break this off into like 2 spikes right there, and then we'll get like 1 spike going out about here, but it's still kind of hugging this shape that we have there. And kind of the same thing here. We'll go a little bit off. We'll have like 1 spike that's kind of like at a place going in the other direction, so like this. Just give it a little bit of variety. But here we'll just kind of follow the gesture that we have. It'll go off, kind of go down, and then over like that. And then we'll start with a spike here, and kind of go down, and then up. And then this is what I was talking about, like the hair's going to kind of cover this eye to hide mistakes, like that. And I'll actually erase some of the overlap here, just to make it nice and clear. And this is, again, I always say it, but this is a good reason why, like when you do a gesture, do it very light. So when you do draw in like detail, you can erase it fairly easily. So now that we got that done, we could get the back of his hair. And again, same concept. We're going to follow this shape, just kind of break it off into a couple little spikes here. And again, it doesn't have to be super exact. You don't have to follow like every spike I'm making on the paper to a T. If you want to add some more, feel free. If you want to add a few less, you could do that as well. And then when he gets down here, like to his neck area, all it does is kind of just break off into these kind of like single spikes here, like that. And then he actually has a few others here. He has like a sideburn one. So it's like this long spike that goes down and then up. And then he has like 2 or 3 spikes here that kind of like overlap the ear. So you get 1, we'll get like 2, and then I'll add a 3rd one here, like that. And I can erase the overlap. So that's why I said, like before, you don't have to go too crazy with the ear because he has a lot of hair covering it. Or if you screwed up with the ear, just put a couple bangs there, like hair strands. Cover it up. That's what all good artists do. When you make a mistake, just cover it up. And now here, same concept. We're gonna go off and do like a spike here, so we'll get like 1. Start about here. We'll break it off. We'll get 1 here. This one will extend out a little bit more. This one will extend out even. This will be like the farthest spike. And we'll go in there like that. And we'll say another spike about here. Kind of break that off into 2. I'll get one that kind of curves down like this. And then when you get to like this point, they kind of just go down. So there's just kind of like a lock of hair that goes down like that. So there we go. And again, if you were drawing this in and you didn't want to include like the eyebrow or erase anywhere where the hair overlaps, you feel free to do that too. If you want to keep it in, it does give it like a kind of like a cool effect that you could see like the eyes through the hair. I know, I think like the manga of like Rurouni Kenshin did that a lot of the time, where like they draw the hair shape, but they draw the eye shape like underneath it. Sometimes has a cool effect. Like that. Perfect. And now we can go into his neck here, which his neck is pretty easy. We pretty much have it. So it's just this curve line going down here and here. And then what you're going to do is start about here and just draw kind of like this oval that goes around his neck like that. And he'll have another neck detail. You'd see like a line on his neck here that just goes over and down like that. And now for his, he's basically wearing like a turtleneck. So to draw that in, what we're going to do is start about here. Draw a line going over. Go to like kind of like a point here. Curve in, over, and then curve in like that. We'll zoom in a little bit. And then here what we're going to do is have it bump out a little bit. Just show like a little bit of a fold. Kind of bump it in, go over, and then up like that. And then here it'll curve over. Kind of curve in, and you get like a nice big curve that goes into like the shape, and you get a nice big curve line here that goes that's going to go into the shoulder pad that we're going to draw on right now. So we're going to draw on the shoulder pad. If you want to break it down a little bit more, it's going to be like this big oval shape, and then it's going to have like a little rectangle like on top of it right there. But to define the shape a little bit more, we'll start about here, kind of follow the oval that we have, but here it's going to straighten down, so you curve, go straight, and it's going to curve inwards like this, and then over again like that. And then for here, it'll curve up, keep the roundness, and go in like that. And then this part will curve up, and then over, and then down like that. And now here, just to add a little bit more detail, what you could do is just draw a line very close to the border of this shape. Like that on the bottom. You don't have to draw it on the top, just on the bottom. And then here we can get a nice little oval. There's like an oval right here. And now he has like nails going into his like shoulder pad here. So to draw that in, we'll draw the base, which is just this nice big oval, like this. And then we have that oval, you draw two lines going down like this, and then another curved line connecting it, so you get like a three-dimensional, like can, almost. And now here what you can do is get two lines going up, another oval like this, and a little curved line like that. And I'm actually going to erase this and redraw it, just so it's nice and clear. So you basically just draw in cylinders. This is what that shape is. Like that. And then here, just to show like the grooves in like the nail or screw or whatever is on there, just draw it like that. Here, there'd be another one right about here, but since it's going off the paper, I won't draw that in. But it'd be the exact same shape, just kind of pointed like this way. And now this one's kind of weird because it's kind of like head on. So to draw it in, we're going to just draw an oval like this. And then we're just going to go down slightly and then just draw another little oval. And then just draw one more oval and then a line going down, kind of like hugging it like that. Again, it's on like a weird angle where it's kind of like we're almost like bird's eye view on it. So it has like weird foreshortening. But once we get that down, we could draw the rest of his shirt in. So we're going to start right about here, kind of like in the middle of this kind of curve. And we're just going to draw a line going out. And then down. And then what's going to happen here is it's going to kind of curve out like this and then go in. And then we can get a center line for his chest right there. And we can make this part into a strap. So to do that, what you're going to do is draw a line going over and then up like that. And then you're going to draw very similar to what we did right here. You're going to just draw a line hugging this line very closely. And then here what you're going to do is you're going to get two parallel lines that go up like this. And then you're going to get a circle here and then like a little half circle here bumping out. And since we're over here, we can kind of draw in his shoulder that we see just a little bit, and just this kind of like curved line that just pops out a little bit right there. And now here we could draw this strap, and we're going to see like more of it. So there's just going to be a line going down here, and it's going to curve over, across, up, and then in like that. And similar to what we did there, we're going to draw a line hugging the outside of that line like this. And now we're going to draw 2 parallel lines going up. Here and here. And now we're going to draw 3 circles. So we're going to get 1 circle on top and then 2 on the bottom. Very simple. And then right here you're going to get 2 parallel lines that go down like that. And then you get to see like a little bit like the start of like his abs, or like the bottom of his rib cage right there. A little curve line. If you want to add a little bit of detail, you could kind of draw these like detail lines like that. And then we see a little bit of his shoulder right here. So it's just this kind of curve line that curves in and over. And I'll start about here and go down for his arm. And you see another little curve line right here like that. And then go down for his arm. And you would see a little bit of like a curve line right there, just to show the space in between like where his chest is and where his arm is. And if you want to, you can draw a little curve line going up like this for his like chest, be like that. And then lastly, you could just draw a little curve line right here for to show like a fold in the fabric. And if you really wanted to, the fabric for his hoodie is kind of like, it has like this like lines going down it for like the fabric. So if you want to, you can draw like a series of like curve lines like this. If you want to, it makes it looks a little bit messy, and really they should go down like the entire like jacket or shirt or whatever sweater he's wearing, like this. I didn't do it just because like it looks a little bit messy, but if you want to add those details in, feel free. So, and that's pretty much it in how to draw a cloud. Again, not too bad. It's a little bit difficult. Again, Nomura's kind of like artwork is very like pointy and like linear, so it's really easy to like mess up and get it wrong. Even this is like very off model. But I will put the sketch that I just did up there. I will put the inked version I did beforehand up there as well. And there you have it. So I hope you can draw Cloud Strife now from Final Fantasy VII. Very cool character. Thank you again, Interpretation, for the request. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have requests, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. I'll take your name, what you requested, and put it on my how to draw list. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, follow me on all my socials. All that stuff really helps me out. Leave a like if you liked it. And, again, if you have a request, just leave it in the comments. So, yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.